Are we recording on there?
And it looks like we are recording on here, Matthew.
Yeah, we are live.
All right.
What episode is this? 17?
This is 17. It is actually episode 17. It's hard to believe that we made it, but we are here.
It's been a couple weeks. But we have not been slacking off. There's been a lot of things going on in the background.
A lot of things going on in the background. Literally going on in the background.
Look at that.
And
we have very clearly made some technical upgrades to the studio.
We did. We're having a lot of fun.
We are. We can give us some overhead lighting change. Make a golden morning or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
It is lovely. Now bring it back down to the blue.
Bring it back down.
Bring it back down to the blue.
Bring it back now, y'all.
Bring it down. Yeah.
2 hops this time.
Make these something other than white. There we go.
Welcome to This and That, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matthew Yarbrough.
I'm Matthew Bright.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Or if that's too aggressive for you, you can gingerly select it with your finger or cursor.
It would probably appreciate the latter.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it likes a good smashing. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe
Who are we to judge?
Maybe that like button is a hood rat.
Who are we to say?
I know a lot of like buttons like that. I don't know. This episode. What? There we are. We got him in the house. Do we got anyone else in the house today?
We got everybody in the house, dude.
Who's in the house?
This and that.
LAB.
LAB. Sorry, I almost called you Randy there for a second. LAB
Nice
in the
try,
house.
blockheads.
Scott Yancey.
Scott
still
Yancey.
hanging around.
Hey, Scott Yancey here.
Yeah, we get it, Scott. You're still here. I don't know why you're still here. Don't you have a business to run in Las Vegas? Why are you bothering us in Pittsburgh?
He's got a scam to run.
He's got a scam to run. Speaking
Keep it going.
yeah, we're gonna keep it going. How you doing today, Randy?
Let's eat burgers.
We can't eat burgers every day, Randy.
We
We've
can't
been
eat
over
burgers
this.
every day. My cholesterol, man, would be off the charts. I worry.
Suspenseful.
You know what's really suspenseful is watching you eat as many burgers as you eat. I worry about you, Randy.
I kind of worry about Randy too sometimes.
I want to see you get back in that the sexification of 2021 or whatever. You need to do another one. I mean, you can laugh it away if you want, but heart attacks are nothing to mess around with. Violent J knows all about it. Violent J himself has shifted weights drastically over the years. He's been a very big man, and I'd say now he's kind of smaller compared to his previous weight. So we're not counting on Violent J. We're rooting for Violent J.
Rooting for Violent J
in his health.
Rooting for anybody who's trying to get healthy.
Yeah, anybody.
Like our boy from American Juggalo.
Yeah.
I want to find a skinny little girl and make her fat.
I wish that
we can lose weight together.
I wish that the director would have kept in touch with these people that he interviewed so we could get an update.
I know, right?
Because I genuinely, I mean...
Some of them I was really worried about. Like,
I'm on dialysis, man.
Oh, man. He might not be with us anymore.
It's just a bad luck story is all it is.
What can you say?
I mean, he genuinely did have a bad luck story.
He really did. His kidneys failed him.
His kidneys failed him.
My kidneys failed me.
But he was still there.
This is this and that.
Yeah, this is this and that. It's been a couple weeks. We're shaking the rust off right now.
We are. We're having a lot of fun.
But we got some topics that we're going to talk about later. But I want to start. One of the things that's been going on behind the scenes, keeping us a little preoccupado, is we're attempting to find an apartment together. Well, we had been attempting to find an apartment together. So, very recently we went and looked at a house.
Yes, we did.
The two of us with another gentleman that we know, a mutual friend of ours, a local comedian. And it was a nice place, and we're looking at it, and we decided we were going to apply and try to rent this place because it's massive rooms, two floors.
It would have been great in the location for the new studio.
It would have been a fantastic place for the new studio. They had some cool architecture on the one room that would have been a neat.
It would have been a neat backdrop for like the desk and everything.
Yeah, I think
for
we
what
could have deflected some these new lights.
Well, yeah, we would have had a lot of fun, like shining like all sorts of new crazy lights at it and everything.
We could have energized.
Energize.
Bring it back down. Bring it back down.
Bring it back now, y'all.
Yeah. So
Two
anyway,
lights this time.
we yesterday we sit down to start filling out the rental application for this place, and we get through it, and I'm the one filling out the application, so I put my information in, and then there's an option where you can add your roommates, anybody else that's going to be on the lease. So you would assume that this is the part of the process where you are all jointly applying for this apartment. At that point, I'm adding you to my application, which then should become our application. Isn't that how things work?
That's how I thought it worked.
That's how it quantifies, I think.
That's how I thought it worked.
Well, apparently not, because then you guys got an email. Each one of you got an email to where you had to apply
our own application
separately,
which had its own $50 application fee.
Yes.
And I was just like, this sounds like a
scam.
Yes, and how funny that it revolves around the
real estate. It really does. Everything goes around real estate.
I smell Scott Yancey all over this. Scott, have you
been each other somehow?
Have you been lingering in Pittsburgh a little longer? Are you trying to seek revenge on us, Scott?
Yeah, what are you doing in Pittsburgh, Scott?
I don't know, man-whoring around, I guess?
Well, I mean, I assume you're doing a fair amount of man-whoring around, but I suspect that you're dabbling in the local real estate market, making it difficult for us to find an apartment.
I'll bet you that's the truth.
He just brazenly admits to what he's doing. It's pretty amazing, actually.
You can't, but he poses it in such a way that maybe he doesn't know that that's the truth. He bets that's the truth.
He wants to make you think that he's
a trusted friend.
You're not a trusted friend. You're hardly an acquaintance. You're hardly an acquaintance.
Taking you for a lot of money.
Yeah, I bet you are.
A lot of people are getting taken for a lot of money in real estate.
So this morning, Matthew and I, we regrouped. We were waiting for the third gentleman to fill out his part of the application.
We had a realization.
We had a realization that between the two of us here, we're just going to buy a house.
And that's how I became a juggalette.
And it will be glorious.
Glorious.
We're going to buy a house. We're going to have it be chateau this and that.
Chateau this and that.
Chateau this and that.
It just seems to make the most sense at this point, honestly,
I should have done that whenever I did the angel effect.
I thought that's what you were going for. I know it's kind of wonky right now because... but the lights are already... It's kind of wonky because you have to switch back and forth to like 3 different apps at the same time. But
we're also in the process of we're going to be incorporating other people into the operation. Hopefully very soon.
I want to give a shout out to my new friend Rich, his old friend Rich. He's going to help us with a super top secret project right now. But I hope he's going to be involved in the podcast a lot more regularly in the future.
He said that he could be like our off the scenes guy, like making sure we're on point, getting the lights, the camera, and throwing in funny anecdotes. He could be our Baba Booey.
I would love for him to. Yeah, I would love.
I swear to God, I thought that was Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
There it is.
Hank Hill would probably be horrified at Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
No, I hope Rich will be a part of the show. He behind the scenes, on camera, as much as he wants. It doesn't matter to me.
We need to get that beard on camera for sure.
I think the conversation that we were having the other day, just off camera, was interesting, and I wish that we had been rolling in some way. But,
I know it would have made for great content.
Part of the buying a house thing will be, motivated by getting a brand new studio. We have a a studio space right now that is 100% ours that we can do whatever we want with, but it's still
fun. It's fun. It's functional.
We can do lots of
fun stuff with it, but it is a little small, and
so
with it we can do it's fun right now.
Yeah,
but just the potential. Huge.
Yeah, the potential to have a bigger studio space to work with and not be afraid of damaging a rental or something like that. And it seems cheaper to get a mortgage.
If you have the credit, I just
found out for recently while I was looking into trading cars out that I do actually have good credit now.
Like an absolute boss.
Good for
Thank
you, man.
Beast.
That's
yes,
fantastic.
I do feel like an absolute boss. I had very good credit when I was younger, and in the midst of all of my drinking and depression, I let it go to absolute dog shit, thinking that it would never, I just didn't care about it. I didn't. Yeah.
It was past the point of return, so what's the point of worrying about it?
I was at such a place mentally that I couldn't even foresee a future where I would need to utilize good credit for anything. So So,
but here we are,
and it's been 5 years or so, well, like a little over 4 years since I quit drinking regularly, and I had that one little relapse time, and my credit is now back to being good. So it actually feels like I got something good out of that sober time. So I think it just makes more sense to continue that wave and try to utilize that good credit. And you have decent credit too.
Yeah, I found out too. When we were doing this too, I searched and my credit wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Your credit is not bad. So
it's not bad at all. I was pretty pleased with that.
I think between the two of us, we
I was going through that first. I was logging on. I was just like, all right, there's got to be something in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're hiding something.
I was in there like, there's got to be something that I forgot about, like back in my 20s that screwed everything up. But no, I've been doing the thing. I've been doing the due diligence. I was expecting go through and all of a sudden
Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that credit card I opened up when I was 19 or something like that to buy a PlayStation.
I was just saying, my credit right now, I have a lot of credit available to me and a very small amount of it actually utilized. So that also feels good.
So that means you can go and take out a bunch of frivolous loans.
I was going to say, so if we buy a house, I'm getting furniture, I'm getting paint, I'm getting, no. All I'm saying with that point is that it feels nice to, for once in my life, have more credit free than taken up. Because for a while, like I said, I just let it go to shit. I was just living off of it. And it was either maxed out or overdrawn, on credit. And then it was a really, really bad place for a minute. It took a long time and a lot of fucking money to get out of it.
But you did.
But I did, and now I want to start reaping the rewards of that by having a place of my own. But like I said, the mortgages that we've been looking at, you go to Zillow and that's just an estimate. You can't go to the bank on that.
Housing's in a weird market right now too.
100%. But I think there's still even the person we spoke to very briefly and scheduled a meeting with said something about first-time home buyer stuff. So I know there in Obama era America there was a first-time home buyers program where you got specific interest rates available to you and stuff. I don't know how that program has changed over the last 8+ years.
I'm only vaguely familiar with the whole process because of other people I know and family that have done it.
Honestly,
I thought it was so far off the radar for me.
Until recently, I didn't even start considering it.
Exactly, but now we're considering it, and there's a lot of stuff to learn.
Yeah,
because we don't want to get
both
scammed
have
out
other
of it,
investments that are doing well, that are a nice little cushion. I think this is a very attainable goal, and I think it's something that just long term makes so much more sense than throwing money at somebody who you have to rely on for pretty much everything.
When you can't even change the wallpaper.
If something goes wrong in the house, you're calling your landlord and you're hoping that they're an attentive person and that they're not just like a slumlord and.
Hoping you don't have to call Tim Allen over to help do some repairs or something.
Although I would trust Tim Allen over most slumlords,
That's true. That's the thing. I'm excited about if we get into a place to make some repairs and get in there and actually get all tool time with it, get some tools and
great
get some stuff.
Opportunity to learn. With on your own property, your own. It's easier to operate on your own animals. I don't know. That's a weird analogy that just came off the top of my head. I want to make it very clear that I have never harmed an animal in my life. I would never think of cutting into an animal. I'm not qualified for that, and I would never dream of it.
Looks like old Sparky's got a bad gallbladder. How could you tell? Only one way to find out. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's sorry, Hank. I want to be crystal clear there. Ladybird, you can leave Ladybird with me.
Yeah. What happened? I left my dog with Matt for the weekend. No.
Meanwhile, I got a gigantic pet cemetery.
Oh God.
That's what we're buying a house, and I got to move my pet cemetery.
Wait a minute. No, is it haunted like Stephen King's Pet Cemetery is?
Oh man,
are we gonna bury things out there and have them come back?
That's a really funny thought to me. You just call your friend up, hey man, I'm moving. Can you give me a hand? Yeah, no problem. You need my truck? Yeah, something like that. They show up and it's what is it? A completely empty house, and it's just what are we moving? Yeah, we come out to the backyard.
Come out to the backyard.
Just a sprawling pet cemetery. And it's But your friend is such a good friend that they
you don't want to make him feel weird about it, and so you start sitting there like, so buddy, how did you come upon this? He was just like, well,
give me the weird music.
What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, I was hoping that's what you were doing.
So this place was actually owned by a local Native American, tribal chief, and back in the 70s.
My parents bought this place back in the 70s. I didn't have many friends, so I would lock myself in the attic and I would make my own toys. I would take apart things from the house. Some of the neighborhood animals would come up missing. All of my experiments live forever in my pet cemetery.
I normally use the hair that I found from squirrels and other local straying cats.
I make socks out of it, and I wear them. And I wash them with Dove soap.
Not the one that you buy at Target.
It's very gentle. It takes the roughness out of the fur.
Made from 100% real doves.
This neighborhood hasn't had a raccoon problem since the 80s.
Okay.
This is going dark.
So anyway, your friend asked you to move your pet cemetery.
That would be a strange thing to like. Could you imagine? What would you do in that situation if you showed up to help a friend move and it was just to help him move his pet cemetery?
I mean, I'm a good friend. I like to think I'm an okay friend. I'm hard to get in touch with. I'm bad at texting sometimes. But you know what? When I'm there, I'm 100% there.
Give us the Chinatown setting. Is it Chinatown or is it Soho? One of the Soho's the one with the blue. This one.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's live in this area for a little bit.
Live in this area for a little while.
This is nice. Space for a little bit.
This is soothing. This is nice. This is nice. This is pleasant.
This is good.
Very
we just talked about killing animals and pet cemeteries. Got off the rails very quickly. Although it might be kind of appropriate to jump from the prospects of buying a house to the
Munsters.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie made an announcement this past week on his Instagram.
Oh yeah,
that he is going to be directing the feature. I assume it's a feature film.
It says a Rob Zombie film, The Munsters.
Yeah. He's been chasing it for 20 years, The Munsters. Stay tuned for exciting details as things progress. And if you follow Rob Zombie, he has been just blowing up Instagram with a lot of Munsters-related things. Of course, my computer is going to take its time loading.
Well, that's weird because, The Munsters is kind of the family-friendly version of horror. But Rob Zombie is like the horror version of horror, like horror.
I was actually kind of surprised. I know that until pretty recently you weren't a fan of horror movies. So
I really wasn't. Growing up, I avoided them. I didn't like them. I was just like, this is scary.
I was still kind of surprised to hear that you had never seen any of Rob Zombie's movies.
I haven't. I don't think I've seen a single one of them. You listed some of the biggest ones. I've heard of them. What's not the Three from Hell, but the
House of a Thousand Corpses and the Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects. I've heard of the Devil's Rejects.
And then he also. Man, why is Instagram being finicky? There we go. See, Rob Zombie actually owns the what's the name of the car from the Munsters? Did it have a specific name? I don't want to get lampooned for not knowing. The Deathmobile 2000 or something. I don't know, but yeah, Rob Zombie actually owns it, and he recently took a spin with Butch Patrick, who played Eddie Munster.
Oh, that's neat.
Here's the video of him cruising, if it plays. Yeah, here it is.
The Munster coach.
Ever wonder what the view is like speeding down the road in the Munsters coach?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here it is, captured by the real Butch Patrick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I would love to sit in a car with one of those old-timey engine things.
I can imagine how. I was just about to say. I can imagine how loud that is. I didn't realize there was sound on the video.
Oh my god, that's so loud.
That is so loud.
That's like
yeah, that's
more power.
That is Tim Allen came to life on that one.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh, look at this Instagram for Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie's Instagram is interesting.
Treasure trove of interesting things.
Yeah, I like Rob Zombie a lot. I'm interested in seeing this Munsters film. But back to it. So he did House of a Thousand Corpses. He did Devil's Rejects, and then he did Halloween. He remade Halloween.
Is that the one with Jason?
With Michael Myers.
Oh, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Okay.
He remade that, and he got a lot of...
I liked him better in Austin Powers.
You son of a bitch. He got a lot of crap for his Halloween. It is disgusting. That was a disgusting joke.
Low hanging fruit.
Rob Zombie got a lot of crap for his remake of Halloween because it's like a classic and you shouldn't retouch it. You shouldn't touch it. Honestly, I liked Rob Zombie's remake of it. He got a lot further in depth into Michael Myers' backstory. You got to see a lot more of the child abuse.
Oh God.
And in typical Rob Zombie fashion, it was
It went
very
from 0 to 100 very, very quickly.
Yeah.
They died suddenly.
A lot of people died suddenly. But that's what I appreciated about it. The original Halloween movie, you get his backstory as a child, and you see him kill his sister in the opening of the movie. So
Jesus.
So you understand how he comes to be Michael Myers and how he's locked up in this mental institution and stuff. But Rob Zombie really kept cutting back to the childhood and interactions with his mother and interactions with his stepsister or his sister and his stepfather and all these people, and how he had this a little brother who he actually really cared for and took care of. So I appreciated Rob Zombie's take on that. His Halloween 2 was a little bit more, I think he took a little bit more liberties with it.
Well, I like what you were saying though about the first one though, because it shows like how like all these different strained relationships like turned this person into a monster.
I appreciated it personally, and I think part of it is also I like his aesthetic, so it was very pleasing to watch all that for me. Some people might not appreciate the aesthetic, or it might not be their thing. That made the drawn out backstory a little bit. I can see every perspective on it. I was personally one of the ones that enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie's aesthetic and his attention to details, and It seems like, at least with the exception of 3 from Hell, because 3 from Hell, he was trying to bring back the 3 characters.
And you said the titular character from the first one.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna ruin. I don't want to ruin the ending of The Devil's Rejects for you, but those characters were thought to have not been able to come back. So whenever he was going to do 3 from Hell, it was very interesting. It was like, how is he going to reconcile bringing these 3 characters?
Was it Sid Haig?
Sid Haig is the gentleman who...
I'm really surprised I remember that.
I am too. Good on you.
My memory has been getting so much better recently.
You'll find that.
Yeah.
You will find that.
Quit drinking, kids. Yeah. It helps.
You're not pickling your brain any longer. You're giving it time to fire up all those neurons and things again.
Those neurons are just firing, man.
Sid Haig unfortunately came under really poor health towards the end of his life, as most people do at the end of their life. Right at the beginning, at the time that Rob Zombie was getting ready to go into production on 3 from Hell. So Sid Haig is in 3 from Hell, but you can see that he is like a skeleton of what he used to look like.
That's sad.
And he passed away. Like, it was clear that he couldn't work an entire movie shoot, so they got him in there for a little bit, and then he was able to go, and I think he passed away shortly after filming his scenes for that.
Wow.
But then Rob Zombie added a third character, like a cousin to the Firefly family, and that's where it kind of got a little weird for me. I didn't care for that movie in as much, but he's done some other thing called like The Witches of Salem. There's another one called 31. I haven't seen those two, but I imagine that they're Rob Zombie films, so they're probably weird, a little graphic, gory.
They're weird, and then and gory, and like there's lots of all sorts of good
all
stuff.
Of them probably deal with the occult in some way. Honestly, all things that I enjoy in a movie. Rob Zombie.
Death and destruction.
I was trying to find. Deadline posted an article about it, that Rob Zombie's pulling up to 1313 Mockingbird Lane. The rocker turned filmmaker said on social media today that he will tackle the Munsters as his next film project. The adaptation of the 1960s creep show comedy will be for Universal 1440 Entertainment. NBCU confirmed, which likely means it will stream on Peacock.
Oh boy.
That's interesting. Okay. Attention, boils and ghouls. He wrote. He was probably so jazzed up to write that too.
Oh my God! Right.
And it fits for Rob Zombie. It doesn't feel cheesy for some reason. The rumors are true. My next film project will be the one that I've been chasing for 20 years, The Munsters. Zombie directed 2 Halloween reboot films in the 2000s and most recently wrote and helmed 3 from Hell and 31. He launched his feature filmmaking career with House of a Thousand Corpses and followed that up with The Devil's Rejects 2 years later. He wrote and directed both, but didn't say whether he plans to write The Munsters as well.
So House of a Thousand Corpses, that came out in 2003. That was like his first feature-length film.
Yes, and
so he was just a musician for many years.
And I think he probably directed a lot of music videos. And I mean, he was an artist. I don't want to pigeonhole him as just a musician, but yes, that's probably what most people would know him as.
Right. I'm just saying, like, he wasn't a filmmaker first. He was the musician, and then he got into making films later.
He got his start in White Zombie, and then he broke off into doing Rob Zombie.
That's right.
That sounded similar to White Zombie, but certainly continued his success.
I definitely I have fond memories as like an angsty teenager, discovering like Dracula for the first time.
I got to see Rob Zombie at an Ozfest when I was younger and thought it was awesome, but then I kind of fell off the Rob Zombie fan wagon for a while, and then maybe 5-6 years ago, it was right after I quit drinking, I went to see Korn and Rob Zombie together, and I was hoping that Rob Zombie was going to headline and Korn would play first so I could leave early after Korn, but Rob Zombie ended up playing first, and you know what? So glad he did, because it was one of the most entertaining hours of rock music that I've ever seen. He had so many stage props and
lights
colors and explosions, and it was just fantastic. He I believe the guitar player that was playing with him at that time was previously playing with Marilyn Manson, and he did like a 10-minute guitar solo that was gratuitous to say the least. And
but it was awesome.
I would say for not a second it was awesome. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's see here.
Who can say no to that?
I can't. I certainly can't.
And I don't know who could.
Yeah,
and shame on you for suggesting people could.
Chronicling the decidedly different lives of a family of friendly monsters in Mockingbird Heights, The Munsters originally aired from 1964 through 66 on CBS. For some reason, I didn't realize that it was in the 60s. I thought that was a 70s show.
It was that old.
The same time frame that the equally ooky Addams Family ran on ABC.
Ooky.
The Munsters starred Fred Gwynne as the hulking, smiling, but generally clueless and easily frustrated patriarch, and Yvonne DiCarlo as more grounded Bride of Frankenstein-esque Lily Munster. The sitcom wasn't a hit, but became a favorite in syndication during the ensuing half-century. Yeah, I was going to say...
I love how you didn't say the direct quote from the article, it was a monster hit. It was not a monster hit. I like how you chose to omit that.
I did.
I brought it back, though.
I'm sure you're hiding something.
In a 1988 to 91 syndicated version followed. I wonder if that was different, because I remember watching syndicated versions of the Munsters all the time when I was a kid on Nick at Night.
I generally have memories of seeing it as a kid, like especially when it was like TV Land and stuff like that.
Yeah,
showing like older sitcoms
I just liked
and whatnot.
it because it was old, but it was kind of spooky. I liked all those old sitcoms though. I'm still a mark for old sitcoms. The old sitcom format.
Was the Munsters the
No, that was
that was the Addams Family.
Yeah, I believe that was the Addams. They're all together. Yeah, that's the Addams Family. Which apparently Netflix revealed Wednesday an Addams Family spin-off series from Tim Burton. Which I think is probably the best person to do a spin-off series of that. I honestly
couldn't think of anybody else more qualified to do something weird and like that than Tim Burton. He's got one of the most unique, weird, creative visions I've ever seen.
Rob Zombie's asking fans which characters they want to see in the Munsters reboot. That's interesting. Wow. I didn't know that there was like that many characters to choose from.
Other characters that are in there. I want the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
I want Violent J in there.
The horror director. That'd be awesome. The horror director officially announced he was helming the R-rated reimagining. Okay, that was one of the questions that I had.
There we go.
Was it going to be an R-rated Rob Zombie flick, or was it going to be a PG to PG-13, mass consumption?
No, it's going to be some dark, weird thing.
I am so looking forward to this now, so much more than I was.
Oh,
Maniac,
man.
You and I'm taking you, and we're going to go on our second date to see the Munsters.
Oh, man.
How does that sound to you, Maniac?
What's this?
Yeah. Maniac, man, that's my girl. Maniac, you're my girl, dog. Now he's followed that up with another post asking his followers to vote for which a supporting character from the show they'd most like to see in the film.
You can only pick one. Which of these characters would like you to see in the Munsters movie? So let's see.
Zombie wrote in his caption, the options he gave fans to choose from were the TV personality Zombo, Herman's mortician boss Mr. Gateman, werewolf cousin Lester, family physician Dr. Dudley, and Gilman like Uncle Gilbert. Personally, I want to see Zombo.
Zombo.
If there can only be one, I like Zombo.
Like Highlander.
There can be only one.
There can only be one.
So that's pretty cool. It's unclear if Zombie is just drumming up interest in the movie with this post, teasing that his reboot will be a deep dive into the world of sitcom, or is really leaving it up to the fans over which of these will make it into the film. In any case...
What are you implying?
I'm implying that we don't really know.
We don't know.
We don't really know, Hank.
Does this say when this is... I mean... Is there a timeline for this? Like when he wants to release this?
Let's see. Whenever it gets there, the Munsters reboot is believed to be released simultaneously in theaters on streaming platform Peacock.
And on Peacock.
But it doesn't, at least this article. Let me do a little bit more diving here. Let me click on a couple more articles and see if there's any kind of timeline introduced.
Alrighty then.
All right, you go for it, buddy.
Alrighty then.
I'll give you some searching music here.
Yeah. There we go. Fill some time. Matthew is googling. The Munsters is a dark comedy. Something Rob Zombie has done. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't see anything that says like a definitive release date. I'm kind of curious if he has any cast members in mind.
And that's how I became a juggalette.
Oh yeah, man! Look at this family. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Who do you think would be good as like Herman Munster? Because he's kind of goofy, kind of fun-loving, kind of clueless.
Ron Perlman.
Ooh, you know? You know what? What does Ron Perlman's voice sound like?
Very deep.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't work. Herman Munster had a very friendly voice.
Well, you could make it sound friendly.
Well, no, wait
he's
a second.
an actor.
Fred Gwynn had a pretty deep voice. Fred Gwynn did have a pretty deep voice. What am I talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody correct me in the comments. Actually, everybody correct me in the comments. Leave us some comments. Like and subscribe, people.
Like and subscribe.
How far into this train wreck are we?
We are at 35 minutes, my friend.
Cool.
You always ask me around like 36 minutes.
My watch is kind of on time with it.
Okay.
Just making sure. I'm trying to give myself a visual time and.
I think Ron Perlman could pull it off.
Yeah, Ron Perlman could probably pearl it off.
He could probably pearl it off.
I think maybe. I don't think it would be a good casting for a zombie version of the Munsters, but Will Ferrell.
I mean, he was Hellboy.
Yeah, but Hellboy's a way different character than Herman Munster.
That's true.
Let me see if I can find a good Herman Munster
Herman Munster impersonator.
Yeah, like why did I go right back to Google? I wanted to go to YouTube's. Let me just go to the Munsters. Because the Munsters definitely a vibe.
Disney Plus.
Fuck you. No! Fuck you, Disney Plus. Actually, I really enjoy Disney Plus as a streaming service.
You just don't like their advertisements in the middle of our podcast?
Yeah.
I mean, who can say no to that?
Golly, I haven't had a bite since we've been here.
Patience, Eddie, patience.
But gee, wouldn't it be better if we fished in a stream with water in it?
Eddie, anyone can fish in a stream with water in it. This is a challenge.
Yeah, I don't know if I could see Ron Perlman doing that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's very well spoken.
Fred Gwynn?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Fred Gwynn was in my favorite horror movie of all time, the original Pet Sematary. Have you ever seen that, the Stephen King adaptation?
Wait, what character is he?
He plays like the neighbor.
Oh, wait, you mean... Oh, that rod. Oh, you want to go down that rod.
That is...
Oh, it's a bad rod.
That is... Yeah, that's Herman Munster.
Oh, my God.
That's Herman
Boom.
Munster.
Mind blown. I just put that connection together.
That's Fred Gwynn.
That's amazing.
One of the greatest, I will argue, one of the greatest character actors of acting.
Clearly, because that was such like... I've never pictured that guy. Like, I figured I'd be able to pick him out because he was such an iconic voice. Nope. All method acting.
Yep. The Munsters was kind of a banger when I was a kid. I wonder if
now how is Rob Zombie gonna take that, and what's he gonna do with it?
I'm curious, man. I don't know. I think it'll be worth.
This is suspenseful.
This is suspenseful.
They died suddenly.
Yeah, that original Pet Sematary is one of my absolute favorites.
Oh my God, I remember. I watched that probably like 5 years ago for the first time. Terrifying, but like in a different way. It's kind of like it's not like today's movies where it's like a bunch of jump scares and stuff.
No.
It's like that slow build
I
up
was
of
gonna
just
say,
like
they build the tension.
horrifying realizations and like the consequences of what somebody's done. I mean, it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just old. It's just spooky.
Yeah, and I just love
great still shot by the way of Munster there.
I personally love the practical effects from Pet Sematary. It was still made. That movie was made in a time when they still did a lot of special effects practically. They didn't have
CGI
they didn't have
or anything
CGI
like that.
and all that kind of stuff, or like at least very advanced digital capabilities
Right.
or anything like that. So. It just took for a lot more human ingenuity to like come up with ways of doing things, and I appreciate that.
I do appreciate that. Who are we talking about? The guy from Pittsburgh that does the really
Savini.
good Tom Savini. Yeah, the brilliant makeup effects and stuff for movies and
makeup
whatnot.
effects. What a jerk off of a human being, though.
That's what I've heard.
What a jerk off of a human being, though.
What did you say?
I said he's a jerk off. I said he's a jerk off of a human being.
What? Nobody calls me old Droopy Drawers and gets away with it. Sorry, Grandpa.
He has a very emotive face, even with the prosthetic.
Even with the prosthetic, that's impressive.
You forgot to wash behind your points.
Man, she's kind of a hot mom. She's kind of a MILF.
The office and you're off to school. Now remember what I taught you.
Right, Pop. Sure thing.
So, there's a bar in the South Side that I used to go to all the time that
Played the Munsters?
that Kurt Patrick, whatever the fucking guy's name is, that played Eddie Munster.
The kid.
He was scheduled to come do an appearance there.
Okay.
And he took the payment and then just never showed up.
What?
Yeah, he never showed up to the appearance.
way.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, Butch Patrick, that's his name. Butch Patrick.
That's awful.
Yeah, what a piece of work he is. Scams. Yeah, he's a real piece of work. I want to see if Fred Gwynn is done.
Is Fred Gwynn grandpa? No, Fred Gwynn was...
Fred Gwynn is
what's his name?
Herman.
And also, what's his name
I
from...
want to see the Pet Cemetery moment.
I know, right?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, get him out of the rod. So, I know this is love how South Park, we continually lampoon that guy.
Judd Cradle. Oh. Yeah, that's a good story. Good walk.
He's utilizing his throat a lot with this particular movie. He talks very deep into his throat like this a lot. His luck will run out. That was one of the most challenging classes when I was in drama school, was the speech class that we had, because they taught us there was like 5 different ways you can use your voice, like your throat, your nasal.
Really?
And talented people can use like all 5 of them. Some of them I think is like a combination of nasal and throat. It's like I was never able to wrap my head around most of them.
That's interesting. I'd like to talk to you more about that, because as somebody who's interested in voice acting,
book downstairs called The Voice and the Actor.
I swear to God, half of like my childhood and even half of my adulthood is me in my private time just like trying to bend my voice and doing different things.
Yeah,
with it.
I might have a book that I can give you before you leave today, actually.
Swell.
But yeah, it was one of the most challenging classes, but I can tell it right now. Like from Herman Munster, he had a little bit of the throat gurgle. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the technical term off the top of my head is at this point. It's been a long time since I was in that class. But as Herman Munster, it wasn't as
No, he was speaking up here, like in the top of his throat,
register.
like, "Oh dear, I've damaged the facilities," and then now he goes down here.
Yeah, way down here. He's really leaning into the eeriness of his voice, the deepness, the timbre.
Bring it on, Doc. Hello. Boys, afraid you may have a spot of trouble here.
Yeah.
What trouble?
He gets that Maine accent.
You all right? Almost there, Lois. What is this place?
Okay, yeah, we don't have to sit down and watch Pet Sematary now.
No, I'm gonna go to work later and I'll be like, ooh, get the giblies.
Yeah, no. So Rob Zombie, we are at least one half of this team is looking forward to what you do with the Munsters. I hope it comes out soon. I'm glad to hear it's coming out on Peacock. That means I'll be able to see it sooner than if I would get myself to a movie theater.
You have Peacock?
Yeah, I think it's free.
Is it?
Yeah. They have a free level.
They have a free level, and then you can pay.
You can pay $5 for something that still has commercials.
That's right. We talked about this. We were enraged about it
earlier. Or
earlier.
you can pay $10 for no commercials or something like that.
It's like
there's like tiers, but yes, there is a free version.
Freemium version.
Yeah, and they just took over the WWE network, which I was a big fan of. I used my sister's WWE network login all the time, but now that's part of Peacock. I haven't.
Goofy wrestlers.
Yeah. As you should, sir. As you should. One of the other surprising news stories that I saw this week was that
we got to talk about it.
Bennifer 2.0. Bennifer's getting back together. Everybody, do you remember the early 2000s? Remember when Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck were all over the tabloids?
They were an item.
Honestly, that was kind of a simpler time. So maybe them getting back together is a sign of the earth healing.
That's what I was going to say. You know, nature is healing. Bennifer is back together.
The world is healing. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. You shouldn't get back with her. She is not a changed woman. I don't know. Teresa doesn't have.
Do you know who I am?
Teresa doesn't have much to say. I am so happy for you two. I could feel it in my bones. I could feel it. I had this feeling, this sneaking suspicion that Bennifer, you know Jen and Ben, Bennifer, Jennifer. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, they were gonna get back together. I knew it. I called it. I could have bet money on it. I should have bet money on it. Why don't Vegas take money bets on Bennifer?
Man, what are we doing?
I'm just rambling now, but I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see Gigli 2. I think they're going to make Gigli 2. I got a feeling. My next bet is on Gigli 2. I'll bet it. I'll bet it now. I'll bet my TV show on it.
I hope to see it.
Dude, they make a Gigli 2 and then break up some kind of weird time continuum that's just like, we're just now back in a cycle of some shit. Like,
think
what
about
the
it. It's literally been like 20 years since they were together the first time. And
yeah, it has been about 20 years.
What a different time, too. They literally said, like, one of the reasons why they broke up was because, like, they couldn't even go outside without getting mobbed by people. I mean, yes, they're celebrities and they're public figures and whatnot, but still.
Were they the first, like, the first time that we as a society combined their names together? Were they, like, the first celebrity mega couple?
They were one of the first. Yeah, they spawned.
It was like them
this
and
whole, like, fascination.
Tom and Katie were, like, Tom and Katie Holmes, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. But I don't know if they were... I don't know. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's relationship is officially official with new photos of them kissing.
Yeah, Bennifer is that's what brought ES to like Kim Ye and all that stuff, which is also no more.
Back together 17 years later.
17 years.
After calling off their engagement, was together Sunday at a see and be seen spot Nobu in Malibu. Nobu. Ew. During the meal, which was also attended by Lopez's two children, Emmy and Max. This was a party celebrating J-Lo's sister Linda Lopez's 50th birthday and was also attended by Lopez's longtime manager and friend Benny Medina. Everyone seemed great and had fun. Especially Bennifer 2.0, the singer, dancer, actress 51 wore a flowing white dress with Affleck 48 in a button-down shirt and sports coat while they openly kissed and cuddled in front of family, friends.
Oh my!
And her kids in front of her friends and her kids with third husband Mark Anthony. Oh wait a second, I thought they were saying that Mark Anthony was also there, and they were just she was just like ruthlessly making out with Ben Affleck in front of Mark Anthony all night. Yeah, that would be kind of brutal, but I don't know if it's disgusting so much. Depends on what I don't know. Depends on what Mark Anthony did to her.
I know, right?
I'm sure you're hiding something.
Yeah, they have to be hiding something. Jen and Ben sat next to each other and were very affectionate, the source told People. They held hands under the table.
Oh, my.
Oh, it's so cute and flirty.
No, they were one of the first. It was whenever society decided to like collectively obsess over like a relationship of
In
people.
my mind, that's what I remember being like the first like mega celebrity couple that was constantly being put in the tabloids and stuff. It says, we first learned of Bennifer 2.0 in April after Lopez and Alice Rodriguez officially called off their engagement. Affleck and Lopez were photographed visiting Montana together in May, where he has a home. Their first go-around, they were together for 18 months between 2002 and 2004. That's exactly the time I remember, like being in high school. They appeared together in Geely and Jersey Girl. Geely was garbage. Jersey Girl's still among my favorite Kevin Smith movies.
Absolutely. How awesome that it's strange and awesome that Kevin Smith like got them. You know, considering.
Well, Kevin Smith, I think he got Ben Affleck to do like Chasing Amy and Mallrats.
They developed a good working relationship there.
He kind of met Ben before Ben had popped off with Good Will Hunting.
With Matt Damon.
And Matt Damon. Kevin got in on the ground level of Ben Affleck, you know? And it worked out for both of them, I think.
Heck yeah.
I think personally for me, Chasing Amy and Mallrats are two of my favorite Ben Affleck performances. Even in the times where I was not a huge fan of Ben Affleck, I still liked those movies. Jersey Girl, awesome. But yeah, they called off their 2003 dream wedding due to excessive media attention and split soon after, but have been friendly in recent years. So yeah, Bennifer's getting back together, baby.
It was literally like just people would not leave them alone to the point where they couldn't even be together anymore.
Yeah,
it was like the South Park with like Britney Spears, where they just keep taking the pictures of her and until they finally kill her.
Oh, here's a complete 19-year. Oh, Mom.
I knew I had.
Mom, I'm trying to record a show. Can I take the garbage out later? Mom, it's not gonna get up and crawl away. It's not alive. Just leave it alone. Dad, I'm talking to Mom. Dad, leave me alone. You guys, both of you guys, I'm trying to do a show here. This is.
Anyways, Doug, I gotta go.
Yeah. Tinder guy, get them out of the room.
All right.
We have to work on our talking to the parents bit.
We do. That's fun.
I wasn't prepared for it, and I floundered.
It happened.
I said mediocre things.
I had to do the hit me though because of I mentioned Britney Spears, and I'm just like, you know, the ADD.
Hey, I don't mind it at all.
It's real.
Okay, so where's this timeline start? July 24th, 2002. Co-stars and, quote, friends, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are seen kissing and cuddling at a surprise birthday party for the Leo superstar.
Leo.
One of the first events... Who is the Leo superstar?
Is Leo
is
was
Ben
that a
Affleck
movie?
like a Leo?
Who the hell is that?
No, they mentioned that it's Leo is capitalized.
That's what the white man calls him.
Like, is that a movie or something we're supposed to know about?
Wait a minute.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Okay, I missed. I'm jumping ahead in the timeline.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Does anyone watching this Dad, I'm trying to record. Will you? Can we talk after the show?
Alrighty.
I don't know why Ace Ventura popped up in here.
He's here. They're all here. They're all in there somewhere. The buttons are all really close together.
Yeah, I know.
To my chubby fingers.
Dad, are you still there?
He's there somewhere.
Can we talk after the show? You're really embarrassing me in front of Matthew and the rest of the audience here. I'll cut the grass after the show. Dad, it's a lot of work to get the lawnmower out. It's not just a quick 10 minutes. You know I'm allergic. I got poison ivy the other day.
You got really bad poison ivy.
Yeah, it's the first time in my life I got poison ivy, and I'm not looking to get it again. I don't want to wear long sleeves to cut the grass. It's hot out. Oh, how's long pants going to help me?
Disgusting.
I will be disgusting. Okay, let's.
Okay.
Everyone is still with us. If you're still with us, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe so that we can keep doing this and afford to keep doing
like
this.
I said in the beginning of this episode, we're shaking the rust off. We're shaking the rust off.
We're trying new things.
We got to get back on schedule of once a week getting up here and putting out an episode.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gonna get back to it. Look at the new things. We got new lights.
New lights. Yeah, let's change up the lights a little bit.
Absolutely. We're gonna change things up. We're gonna make things a little bit more exciting in here.
Yes. Early 2002, pop star Jennifer Lopez and Hollywood golden boy Ben Affleck meet on the set of Gigli while Lopez is married to her second husband, Chris Judd. Where else does Ben Affleck meet any of his girlfriends at this point? Rhea doesn't exist. That must be his first wife or something. April of 2002.
Nice try, blockheads.
April of 2002, Affleck takes out a full-page ad in trade magazines to compliment J-Lo, which doesn't exactly say bestie vibes only. It has been nothing but an honor and a pleasure to work with you, it reads. In part, I only wish I were lucky enough to be in all of your movies. Signed, with love, respect, and gratitude, Ben Affleck. Wow.
Oh, he said love.
Wow, what a bitch move. No, I mean, who knows? If you can afford to take out a full-page ad in a trade magazine, that's probably a couple grand. So I mean, that's a nice gesture.
I'm sure you're hiding something.
I mean, one might say that he's hiding something if he's protesting so much, but who?
Here it is.
We'll find out eventually. We're gonna be watching Bennifer here real close. I'm personally interested in it, so you guys are all coming along for the ride.
Yeah, and I'm here too. No.
Sorry, Matt. July 24th, 2002, co-stars and friends Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are seen kissing and cuddling at the surprise birthday party for the Leo superstar, one of the first events marking the start of their relationship with the tabloids. July 26, 2002. I love how specific these dates are.
They're very specific.
J-Lo files for divorce from her husband, number 2, after a month of separation. But that's a story for a prequel timeline. Jesus. So they're seen kissing and cuddling, and 2 days later she files for divorce from her husband. And then
who I am?
The next month, like a week or two later, August 5th, People magazine pays $75,000 for 9 photos of J-Lo and Ben riding in a Bentley convertible, including one where they lip lock.
$75,000? Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
I wonder if the tabloids, tabloid was a huge business back in the day. I wonder if they're still getting these numbers for certain celebrities. Like when a certain celebrity,
everything's online now. But I mean,
you still got to get those photos from somewhere. They're still paparazzi. So yeah. I wonder, if whenever a celebrity fucks up and they're everyone's trying to get photos in interviews with them. I wonder if the pay is still this good, or if this was an anomaly of the early 2000s celebrity.
Paparazzi.
Yeah, I don't know. That's $75,000.
Hey, I gotta go.
You got to take some celebrity. You're going to take some paparazzi photos.
Oh yeah, that's what he does.
I don't know if it's normal or cool. I mean, it might be normal,
That's the funny
but
thing about guys.
Yeah, man, you're a piece of work.
First red flag.
November 5th, 2002, MTV's TRL premieres the music video for Jenny from the Block, a Y2K mood board starring Bennifer, combining J-Lo's roots with her new movie star lifestyle. Ben famously leans over and kisses her butt, which I do remember that music video. Do you remember the music video for Jenny from the Block?
I never watched music videos as a kid.
There's a point in the music video where they're on a yacht and she's wearing this bright neon pink bathing suit that's not quite a thong, but it's it's like a high riding and
very vivid memories of this, Matthew.
The way the sun. Oh yeah, dude. I want to say that I was fortunate enough to be of an age whenever music videos were very risque.
That's the funny thing about guys.
Yeah, Ben, she's laying on her stomach on this boat, and the sun is hitting off of her ass, and Ben leans over and kisses it.
That's true love.
Yes, this
right
relationship explains his early 2000s tan, and nobody here can blame him really. Oh, there it is. There it is.
I just woke up.
This is the clip from the video.
Oh my!
Wait a minute.
See, was I lying at all about my description?
You were not lying.
See how well I remember that? See how vividly my mind is?
He watched it. I watched that. I watch that every morning, Matt.
The ass smooch heard around the world. Dude, I'm so glad we stumbled across this. This is
well, ass smooch heard around the world.
While kissing a booty long rumored to be worth Worthy of a $27 million insurance policy is on many of our bucket list. In 2008, Affleck said the music video was his big regret of the relationship. See, the song is a mega bop asserting J-Lo's street cred, but the video itself is about the public's obsession with the couple, told through the literal lens of the paparazzi following them from lunch to the yacht to the gas station and home, hoping to catch intimate moments between Jenny from the block and Boston's hometown hero. But worshipping J-Lo's backside was a performance choice all his own.
That got deep.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah, wow. The video went early 2000s viral, so ultimately exposing themselves to comments on their overexposure backfired. And we're left with a grim yet sexy
that's even
crossed out prediction of their hyper public downfall that even J-Lo tried to get removed from MTV and VH1 in 2004. Wow. I didn't realize that. In 2002, November, they were engaged. Within months of her separation, Ben proposed to Jen at his mother's house in Boston. It's just a blanket, a quilt of rose petals, but all over the whole entire house, Lopez remembered in an ABC exclusive interview with Diane Sawyer announcing their engagement. So many candles and vases, bouquets, and my song Glad was playing. He played her own music.
Song?
He played her own.
Oh, you play your own. That's
man.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that.
Wow, what a vain
No wonder
thing.
they broke up.
You're so vain. I bet you think this proposal's about you.
I guess
it kind of is.
I'm high life.
Hey, maniac, save me some. So many candles and vases, bouquets, and my song Glad was playing, and I walk in and I was just like overwhelmed
and disturbed.
Right? Like I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
This is how I die?
It wasn't.
This is how it's about to happen here?
I wasn't expecting it, and I was just like, oh my god, the ring, a pink diamond in the size of Affleck's head, a pink diamond the size of Affleck's head would go down in pop culture monogamy history.
No, that's just blatant exaggeration.
Yeah,
right. You could walk around with a ring the size of someone's head.
In March 2003, so a couple months later, Affleck denies any notion that he acted on his feelings before J-Lo and Judd separated. That is absolutely not true, he tells Vanity Fair.
As far as you know?
Yeah, right. It goes against the fundamental code I believe in and live by, being honest, doing things with which I can live rather than be ashamed of, doing esteemable things.
Esteemable.
The couple never officially says when they got together, but they do emphasize their innocence. Yeah, they might be protesting a little too much. You bust out the word esteemable. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Suddenly.
Ben Affleck does seem to be kind of free of much drama. I feel like the J-Lo stuff was like the main part of his, like, he's really stayed out of tabloids for the most part.
Well, except over the course of the last year, where all those pictures of him just standing outside of a house, just like smoking a cigarette, looking absolutely dejected.
I know,
I commiserated with
so
him.
Bad.
I was just like, I love people say like, I don't know what Ben Affleck is going through right now, but like, I can totally, I can vibe on his mood right now.
Affleck reportedly pays a visit to a strip club in Vancouver in July of 2003 where he was recording Paycheck. Hours after their intimate Dateline interview aired, the National Enquirer claimed he cheated on her with at least one woman and that the encounter might be on tape.
Oh my God.
Disgusting.
I just defended you, Ben. Shortly after, reports start to suggest Lopez has stopped wearing her $1 million ring.
Oh, no.
What they put in the paper is not what happened, so it doesn't matter. She would tell W Magazine later that summer in an interview that it came out in October, but watching that get so blown out of proportion, I was like, wow, this is where we're at? You can't walk into a place and hang out with a couple of friends without it turning into a national scandal? Ben himself denied cheating via a spokesperson and reportedly considered suing the Enquirer. August 1st,
Scandal.
August 1st, 2003. Gigli is dead on arrival. A box office and critical bomb with a worldwide gross of $7.7 million against a $75.6 million budget.
Did you ever see Gigli?
Yes.
I haven't.
I mean, it's not worth your time.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
Can we change the lighting vibe now?
Absolutely. So Gigli is not worth my time. That is good to know. Ooh.
There we go. I was getting a little anxious from the red for some reason.
All right. Brightened it up and cooled it down.
We got
lights now. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We're working to make this better for you guys.
Hey, Scott Yancey.
Just Scott, go away. We're trying to visit.
We're gonna keep Scott away from stealing your money.
We're trying to revisit the timeline of Bennifer here. And so the couple at the premiere fueling suspicions the romance is dying down. September 13th, 2003, the day before the highly anticipated nuptials, America's version of a royal wedding, before Kim Kardashian made it a regular occurrence, Bennifer releases a joint statement. Right. I love that they just take little digs at other people.
I know.
Spokesman, due to the excessive media attention surrounding our wedding, we have decided to postpone the date. When we found ourselves seriously contemplating hiring 3 separate decoy brides.
Oh my God.
At 3 different locations, we realized that something was awry. We began to feel that the spirit of what should have been the happiest day of our lives could be compromised. We felt that we should have been a joyful and sacred day could be spoiled for us, our families, and our friends.
That's really sad. When you really think about it.
That makes a lot of sense, that reasoning, but I wonder if it was just that their relationship was dying and that was a convenient thing to...
Could be both.
But yeah, I mean...
Who are we to say?
I'm just speculating. I don't know.
Just 2 schmucks from Pittsburgh.
A wedding for 400 in Santa Barbara, California does not happen in spite of reports. January 23rd, 2004, dumped, reads the headline from the Chicago Tribune. Jennifer Lopez officially ends the discourse and her relationship in a statement to the Associated Press. I am confirming the reports that Jennifer Lopez has ended her engagement to Ben Affleck. A rep states... At this difficult time, we ask that you respect her privacy. That did not happen.
That did not happen whatsoever.
Yeah, and then, I mean, from there, Jersey Girl, Bennifer's second... Oh, so they were not together during Jersey Girl.
No way.
I'll stop at this. Jersey Girl, Bennifer's second try at being a movie star couple, directed by Kevin Smith, the man who now claims to... gave them the nickname Bennifer premieres. Though it's mostly remembered for crashing and burning as hard as the relationship had, it can only be 2000's kids straight up traumatized by Gertie, dying during childbirth, and then ask why millennials aren't having babies. Okay, that was a weird...
that was really
I don't
weird.
know, but so
what I take
are
from
they
that is
saying
that what I really took from that was that Kevin Smith was the one who came up with the word Bennifer.
So it's weird. In January, they broke up in January, and then they were together... In March of 2004 for Jersey Girl, they tried to be a movie star couple, directed by... I don't know, whatever.
No, I think that's whenever it was released.
Oh, yeah, so I guess they were still together whenever it filmed.
Yeah.
I like where your head's at. Good thinking.
I'm trying to keep my head somewhere.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Bennifer's coming back, and I guess... I'm going to be following Bennifer. We're going to add Bennifer to the list of Britney Spears, Brittany Murphy, drama, anything that comes up that I'm going to be following.
All of the drama.
Because we've kind of, the last couple of weeks, we've done some deep dives on like Scott and on Teresa and things in the Juggalos. I want to get back to the story, the news. We'll
get back to more some current event stuff. See what's going on in the world.
Let's get back to our roots and then figure out a way to blend all of it together.
Blend all of it together in a nice creamy package.
Yeah. Don't use the word creamy though.
I was just
that makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Who can say no to that?
I say no to that. I say no to the word creamy every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nothing. Anyway, so I came across this video on Reddit recently, and I've seen it a bunch before. It's been floating around the internet for a long time on public freak out and all this stuff.
Oh no!
About this, it's a lady in Wal Mart claiming to be very religious, but
Gesundheit. Bless you.
Excuse me. Claiming to be like very religious and telling people to repent, but then like cursing them out at the same time.
Just insulting them
so belligerently. So I figured we could watch this lady.
I know the one you're talking about, and I'm like somewhat scared.
We got about 20 minutes left. This video is about 6 minutes long. I figure with the way we do things around here, we could probably get through this and then end this episode. And
the people need to know though if they haven't seen this.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the crazy lady,
you need to be crazy, or not be crazy. Be careful when you go out there.
Yeah. So without further ado, oh, you can't do that. Okay. Where's my sound?
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. Yes, you do, mother-fucker.
Who
first
talks
off,
like that?
The sound wasn't working, but she starts off by calling him a motherfucker.
Be charity, motherfucker. I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry.
And she calls him a motherfucker, and then I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah, very, very.
It would be really funny though if she was like actually just like you stupid motherfucker, you got to do it like this, and she really was just genuinely trying to like something that she was just trying to help him with, but like insulting him the entire time.
But where are you from? That's a term of endearment.
She's from the crazy place. She's from the upside down world.
Let's continue.
I don't need your help. Yes, you do, motherfucker.
She believes in. You know what's kind of crazy? This lady looks like a neighbor that used to live on my street when this was a bad neighborhood. Who I'm sure is dead now. But
I was gonna say maybe that's her.
No, I'm sure that the lady that lived on my street's dead now. But yeah, this lady is a trip, and I'm so glad that it's on video.
You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
She has so much
son of a bitch.
She has so much conviction that she's right, though. You know, this is the type of person that I wish to encounter personally, but at the same time, I'm glad that I've never encountered.
I'll say, working in hospitality, working front desks of many hotels, I've met my fair share of people that are really out there.
Yeah, you'll have that
and you know what? You say that now that you almost wish that you could be encounter with this person, but whenever you actually are having an encounter with that person, it's kind of scary.
I feel like I would be able to switch my mind over to a place of like, oh, I'm not dealing with a sane person here. Mm-hmm. So I would officially be able to like kind of cool my jets down a little bit.
Be able to pivot off of what they say a little better.
I would immediately just start antagonizing them back. I would take the high ground. Like I wouldn't call them names or anything like that, but I would do my best to point out their stupidity and remain calm, because remaining calm is the only defense against somebody that's this worked up.
Yes, it's the only thing that's going to work, because I've had people come up. I've worked at a place before where it was only valet parking, okay? Some people like that. Some people don't want you touching their car.
Well, and I understand both sides of the coin, honestly.
If you don't want somebody touching your car, then you have to park somewhere else.
That's sometimes the way it is.
Like, I literally had this one, like, you don't understand. Somebody said, like, well, what am I supposed to do if what am I supposed to do then? It's like, well, not park here. Yeah. You know, you just got to tell it right back to them.
You're going to have to move your car every 4 hours, or on Monday and on Thursday whenever street cleaning happens.
You can kind of be cheeky with them,
Actually,
too.
They don't do the street cleaning around Pittsburgh, do they? Do we have street cleaners around here?
They do. Doesn't look like it, but we do.
I was just saying, in New York, I never had a car personally in New York, but I used to watch my neighbors, like, every other day. They would be moving their car from, like, one block to the next, or one side of the street to the other, because one side of the street on Monday would be street cleaned, and then Tuesday the other side would get cleaned.
The street that with my brother and I that we live on right now.
You get a street cleaner?
Yep.
Man, I haven't seen a street cleaner on my street in decades, maybe.
Before we like redid the driveway so that I could actually fit my car onto it. Before it was just like the garage.
Oh, okay.
Before I did that, I would park on the street, and I actually got a ticket one time because I forgot to move it to the other side of the street before the cleaning.
I don't know how it works here. It sounds like they gave you a ticket and just went around you. But in New York, they actually have like tow trucks.
Holy crap!
That drive around
like in front of the
before the street cleaners, and I've seen people get their cars towed because they were in the lane that was being street cleaned that day.
Maybe it would have been that way downtown because we live in a more residential area, but still close. But they pretty much. But I saw what it was. They had a person like in a little tiny like buggy like car, like the little meter checker person and meter maid. Do they still call it that? Probably not.
Yeah, maybe that term is canceled, but I don't know.
That term is canceled. I'm canceled now before I ever even began.
I feel like that's still a term that I've heard people use.
Okay, so the meter personnel would go in front of the street cleaner, literally just like go scan the neighborhood and be like, ticket, ticket.
Yeah, that's got to be great for their bottom line.
Yeah, it's just straight revenue.
Yeah. Let's get back to this.
Let's get back to the task at hand, motherfucker. She really wants to help him.
Let me check out my groceries? Fuck you! I'm trying to help you, motherfucker! Wow. You gotta ask Jesus Christ to
And there's the moment that you know is coming whenever somebody's this heated and like abusive verbally to somebody in public, a stranger. You know that there's eventually going to be some kind of religious, moral, underlying thing that comes from all this.
It almost always is like the world's ending, or you need to repent, or anything like that.
But this person is never wrong about anything. Her doing this and berating and calling names and cursing out and making a scene. None of this is wrong or could be considered wrong or needed to be repented for.
She's a vessel.
She is, man. She's just here to spread the word of God.
I just love the guy's reaction though. Like he's like, wow, this is
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, good on him for being able to like recognize this situation for what it is.
Good on him for being like somewhat being level-headed and calm and just literally just like, okay, I should record this to protect myself.
Yes.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
I don't know where that one is. I'm not going to look for it.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, let's get back.
We're all sinners. Okay.
Okay.
You're sinning right now. No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here.
She's got a real like 1980s wrestler vibe.
Oh my God, she really does. She's like getting up in his face.
She looks like Big John Studd.
Dude, like she's like goes like, accuser.
You fucking accuser. I think later in the video she calls him a
know that he's just a motherfucking accuser.
Yeah, I think she's getting ready to like cut a promo on Hulk Hogan.
All of you out there, we're just accusers.
I think later in the video she calls him an accuser of the flesh.
What is that? What does it even mean?
Fucking accuser. Accuser of the fucking brethren.
The brethren.
The accuser of the fucking brethren.
Who are the brethren?
You motherfucker!
I want to take that into a sound drop and like duplicate it.
I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't do.
And then like.
I had so much time in the last day that I could have sat down and actually ripped some sound drops from this already. I will do that today.
Oh, you know it's gonna happen.
I will do that today.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then we can. I'm gonna do a techno remix.
You accuser of the brethren, motherfucker. We're all sinners. We're all sinners.
Anyway,
turn the studio into a party.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Right after
yeah,
that.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back.
Yes, ma'am.
She has a complete breakdown.
Complete
and then
mental breakdown.
Is immediately snapped back to reality and is. Oh man, it almost it seems it. I don't wanna force any diagnosis on this woman because I'm not a doctor,
right.
But she's throwing out real bipolar vibes here.
Bipolar, or borderline personality.
Mm-hmm. Something in that family. Maybe a mixture of both.
I don't have the latest copy of the DSM right here, and like I said, neither one of us are psychologists.
No,
so.
but watch how quickly when the employee comes over her, she switches her tone. Almost she's hoping that the lady didn't just hear her yelling at the top of her lungs.
That's exactly it. All right.
She's gonna try and take the high ground.
All right, play it back.
Motherfucking accuser! Get the fuck out of here! Wow. You motherfucking accuser! Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker! Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, no, ma'am. I was not yelling. No,
I was not yelling at all.
That was not me. That was him. If you wanna say that I was yelling, we got a problem. You fucking accuser! You accuser of the brethren, motherfucker!
Let's see what the lady working there has to say. That's the real fun job.
Yeah, what's the over and under on the employee actually being able to calm this woman down?
Oh, there's no chance. Once it's already got to this point, there's no chance. There's no over under. It's just it's over.
It's over.
It's all over, but the crying.
I just want to get some groceries to go home.
This poor guy.
So the employee is trying to talk this lady down off the ledge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck because it's gonna burn you.
Oh my God. So she doesn't give a fuck because he's gonna burn in hell.
I don't give a fuck because he's gonna burn in hell. Man, yeah. 0 to 60 with this lady.
Oh, 0 to 100, dude. You are too, bitch. Oh my gosh.
I don't give a fuck because he's gonna burn in hell. You are too, bitch. Man, this lady woke up and ate her fucking protein bars in the morning.
Hate bars.
Dude.
Hate bars. Get up there like the play I hate us ball.
She is not pro. She's not pro anything. Not pro teen, not pro adult, not pro anything.
Oddly enough, probably maybe pro wrestling.
Down there fucking with them, screaming in holy fucking terror, fucking fire and brimstone. Do you fucking get it?
So now she's saying that she's screaming because she is personally terrified of fire and brimstone.
That he is going to be subjected to fire and brimstone.
Yes.
And she just said, "Do you understand?" And then the lady was just like, "Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
that's great.
That's awesome. We sell fire and brimstone on aisle 4. You can get it in bulk. We're Walmart. You looking for fire? You looking for brimstone? Come on down to Walmart.
Baba Booey.
I don't know why I did Baba Booey there.
But I can't have you yelling and spewing profanities at other people that are at the store. Well, fuck you then.
Well, fuck you then.
That was not a logical response. We can't have you yelling at other people and abusing other people in the store. Well, fuck you then.
Something tells me that the logical part of this woman's brain hasn't been visited in a while.
There's the lights that she missed a bill. They shut off the power.
They shut off the power, and she just said,
"It's
fuck
not
it,
connecting
I'm
to the rest
candles.
of the prefrontal cortex there."
Yeah, she said, "Fuck it, I have a closet full of candles that I've been waiting to burn."
And I bet those candles have various scents to ward off lots of bad things.
Yeah, this woman, she let the power go out. She let the power go out, and instead of getting it turned back on, she just lit some candles, and she's just hoping that it's enough light to see her through.
And seeing something.
Spoiler alert, it's not.
It's not.
It's not the way to do it.
You think she's on drugs? Do you think she's on drugs, or do you think it's a lack of prescribed drugs?
If this is just her natural imbalanced state of her brain,
do you think she just needs to be on some type of bipolar medication, or do you think she's just abusing some type of
and that's a real conversation to have, because some people, they're just like this, but naturally that's just how their brain goes.
I wish that this lady just had a YouTube channel where it was just nothing but videos of her going around berating people.
That's kind of, you mean like Teresa?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Do you know who I am? Motherfucker!
Remix
okay,
next
so
week.
another
Stay
employee
tuned.
has walked up. She's telling him to fuck
don't call
off.
me. What's he supposed to call you?
I do like how she kind of has the slang motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I almost see it spelled as F-U-K-K-A-A-A-A-A-A. Motherfucker.
Well, it's definitely cuck with an A apostrophe after it. There's no, or A-H, you know.
Yeah, the A-H could be motherfucker.
U-H.
Motherfucker. Maybe. That's our favorite word, though. That's our favorite word.
Clearly.
You have nothing to apologize
thank you,
for,
Walmart
man.
employee.
Yeah, she has nothing. And you know, that is the sad thing. She is just a Walmart employee that probably makes minimum wage to have to deal with people like this.
To have to deal with people like this. Yeah, no one gets paid enough to deal with people like that. This poor employee
is probably 34 minutes into a 17-hour shift.
Oh, my God.
And it's just like, God damn it, this is how my Wednesday into Thursday's going.
You literally just walk into the shift. How's today going to go? You're going to burn in hell, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I hate my life.
Damn you, Waltons.
I get it, Lord. I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Sorry for whatever I did.
Yeah. Jesus. It just, that employee, you got to repent for your sins. And he just said, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
He let out a sigh of, I'm not going to win this argument.
He's just like, I just got to get in these last 2 weeks here.
That guy let out the sigh of defeat.
The sigh of the century right there.
Oh,
he just literally just hangs his head in defeat. Cue Charlie Brown theme song. She doesn't want to see that.
She just wants him to repent.
Mm-hmm.
That is my choice in life. If I want to burn in hell. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. Hell isn't that bad. I've been to hell. I've talked to people that are in hell right now. It's really not that bad. It's a little hot, a little humid, depending on the region. But you know what? They got air conditioning down there.
There's some fun people down here.
Hell isn't actually that bad. I have a summer home in hell.
Rosie O'Donnell is here. She makes koosh balls for everybody. You get your own personalized koosh ball.
Of course, they're made with lava. You don't want to catch it. You don't want to catch the koosh balls.
They died suddenly.
It kind of sucks when it catches you off guard and hits you right in the side of the head. But you know what? She means well. She means well. She's trying to spread a little bit of joy down here in this flaming eternity of misery. You get used to the screaming.
This is my job.
This is my job.
This is your job. Show me your I-9. Or show me your W-4 for your.
What kind of taxes do you pay on it? What tax bracket are you in for this? What kind of income do you earn for this? Man,
who does your payroll?
The entitlement of this woman. Motherfucker!
Calling him a piece of shit. That's not nice.
You're in my personal space, bitch.
Oh my god!
She is just I love how abrasive she is. I hate that she is abusing these employees and the customers around her, but I really love how abrasive she is.
It's fascinating.
This personality type of person is fascinating to me. And like I said, while I'm glad that I don't have to deal with them daily or regularly, I do appreciate the times that I do have to deal with these kind of people.
Like, it sucks that this, like, you know, that mental illness is real, but at the same time, somebody acting this way and having this vibrato is like, I would pay to see somebody just like interact with people just like that.
Yeah, I feel like this woman is making a conscious choice to remain this way.
You came over to me, motherfucker. I didn't come over you.
You know what? She's probably collecting government checks. She's probably not treating her mental illness, but using it as a reason to be on permanent disability or something like that.
That's a bold claim.
I am making a claim. I'm not. I don't know that for a fact, but
that's a possibility.
The people that I know in my life, that I've seen act this way, tend to be the type that like to use their mental disability for disability
as an excuse
to not work and to just, you know, it's a certain type of entitlement.
I can feel that.
Shut the fuck up! You all better be back!
Oh my god!
The kingdom of heaven is at hand!
I love that when she was done, somebody else yelled at her, and then she just yelled at them, "Shut the fuck up!" Watch this. Shut the fuck up, bitch!
Oh my god!
It's so rich to hear somebody say, "Shut the fuck up, bitch! You need Jesus Christ in your heart."
In your heart. So you can be compassionate and kind like me right now.
Man, I wonder how much room Jesus Christ has in this bitch's oversized fucking cholesterol heart. She's got an oversized heart, and it certainly isn't full of love.
It's like when the Grinch's heart grew 3 times that day, except it's just all of her arteries blowing up from Wendy's.
She's just, her blood flow is low.
Her blood flow is like just molasses.
Ma'am?
It comes out as high fructose corn syrup.
Have you ever considered the paleo diet? I think it would do wonders for your arteries.
Ma'am, I'm speaking to your arteries right now.
He died suddenly.
You only have a couple left, and the blockage is pretty severe. I think that's where a lot of your anger issues are coming from. You don't have enough blood flow to your fucking head, bitch.
All your blood's in your arteries.
Okay. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit.
Skip ahead. We only got a few minutes left.
We only got a few minutes left. Because, yeah, they get more employees and security guards come. You fucking gnat.
Call him a gnat?
Yeah, she's just a name caller.
That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, man, they will do that. I love her confidence to just yell at the top of her voice.
That is like literally
throughout
somebody
the entire store.
The full energy of her being
going into each scream right
She's
there.
She's got to be dizzy. She's got to be dizzy.
You got to admire the energy. I mean, it's a raw performance right there. Somebody who studies acting.
Yeah, she is true. She's
really engaging her diaphragm.
She's really
there.
using the Meisner technique.
She's using the lower throat, the upper throat, the nasal. She's using it all.
Motherfucker. She is definitely a fan of the Meisner technique. Sir. Fuck you, sir. Okay, so she's just yelling at them.
Oh, and then the cops. There we go.
Man, she's a martyr for her own. She's willing to go to jail.
Yeah.
She could have just stopped yelling at people. They gave her plenty of opportunity to stop yelling.
No, but she was right.
Yeah, so that's that woman.
So that was that.
Yeah, that's that woman. She's a piece of work.
That was the inat this week.
Yeah,
with the this earlier was all some good stuff. That was the inat this week.
That was the inat.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit notifications so you know when Matt and I release new videos here coming up, which should be more regularly, especially once we move into a new studio.
Yeah, man.
Exciting things are coming.
I have a lot of hope for buying a house and getting that process rolling this Friday. So, yes.
Ooh, yeah.
For This and That podcast, thank you for tuning in. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Come back next week. We're going to have another brand new banging episode for you. My name's Matthew Bright.
And I'm Matthew Yarbrough. Thanks for liking and subscribing and watching. And we're going to catch you on the flip side.
Later.